Wait a minute. Hound's part of a 5-pack? With 4 other figures I already have? Ugh! What's up YouTube? I'm Alpha Prime and welcome back to the channel. And today, yes, we're going to have that discussion. It has just been announced recently that Hound is going to be released as part of a 5-pack. Now, initially, it did annoy me. I will definitely be honest, it did annoy me the fact that it was coming with 4 other figures that I already had in my collection. And I would like to have that Hound, but I'm not that in need of that Hound to buy it as a 5-pack at that price point. So personally, that's where I stand with it. But I also, after I took a little while to think about it and consider all the different things, what if we look at it in a different way? So it started off, Hound was announced along with this figure, and as far as I'm aware, both figures were cancelled. So both figures weren't going to be released. I don't know what the ins and outs are. I don't obviously have an inside line or anything to any of those sort of things. So as far as I'm aware, both of those figures were cancelled. Are cancelled. For one of them. Anyway. So when you look at it in the point that if you really want that figure, that actual figure itself, possibly this 5-pack is the only way you're going to be able to get that figure. So then you have to ask yourself, am I happy to just not own that figure full stop and it just to be completely cancelled, or is it a chance for me now to own that figure? Now there is going to be people that started their collection a little late and aren't going to maybe have those first 4 figures, so they may opt to purchase one of them from you, or maybe buy 2 or 3 of them off you if you buy the 4-pack or the 5-pack. That could be an option. Or are you happy enough just to buy the 5-pack and just have the extra 4 figures in your collection? Entirely up to yourself. I believe 1 or 2 of the figures were hard to come across. I know for myself, Sunstreaker was hard. I got it from an online retailer. I never seen it in stores anywhere, I don't believe. I don't think so. Not to my recollection anyway. I didn't see Sunstreaker in stores. So therefore you have that problem of people missed out maybe on Sunstreaker or maybe Trailbreaker or anything like that. So if we want to put a more positive spin on it, yes, it's annoying and upsetting for us to have the other 4 characters to have to purchase this box set in order to get the one figure that we want out of it. But on the positive side too, this could be a good way for those collectors that maybe missed out on the other 4 or maybe 2 or 3 of those figures due to poor distribution, or maybe just the stores near them just didn't pick it up. I know personally where I live, if the first wave usually does really well in the store and it sells out, and then they bring in another restock of wave 1, sells out, they bring in wave 2, sells out, bring in another stock, doesn't sell so much. They bring in wave 1 again along with the wave 2, then they just don't bring in waves 3 onwards, and then people have to go then to online retailers. So the last couple of waves never really make it out over here into physical brick and mortar stores, so a lot of people miss out on the figures. Now that isn't down to Hasbro themselves per se, that is down to the local stores that obviously don't know much about the actual figures and characters, so they bring in too much stock. They see that all they see is this stock is sold out, we'll bring in more of that stock. Why is the rest of the stock not selling out? Well, you've sort of used up all the people that were looking to buy it, and now you have them sitting and they're now discounted. You're now selling them at on a sale price, so therefore they don't want to buy any more in because they think this isn't selling, when they actually should be thinking, well, we covered all the people that were collecting and we overstocked, so we need to keep you know, if we keep bringing in those waves and maybe just bring in X amount or whatever, then we're happy enough at that sort of stock level. I don't really work in them sort of areas, so I'm just making an assumption. So let's just circle back now to the 5-pack. Yes, it bothered me to begin with, but the more I have thought about it, I think it's just a way of maybe getting that figure, because I haven't seen this figure get announced yet. Is he going to be a part of a 5-pack somewhere, or is he just cancelled? So look at it in this point, guys. Do you need Hound? At least you're getting him. The Studio Series people that collect the Bayverse stuff, they still haven't had nothing mentioned about this guy. And that's it for today's episode, guys. I hope you found this enjoyable. Yes, I know everyone's annoyed about it, but let's face it, at least the figure's still going to get released. And there is other people out there that maybe haven't got a couple of the figures that are in that 5-pack, so they're going to be happy as well. I personally, I'm not going to be picking up the set because I have the Siege Hound and I'm happy enough with him as is. Hound wasn't a big character for me. If I see the 5-pack at a discount, which I have seen other ones at, then maybe I will pick it up. That sort of happens quite regularly, and if I'm lucky enough, then I'll pick it up then when it's at a cheaper price. But as it stands, I'm not getting the 5-pack, and I'm happy enough with that. It's not bothering me too much now. Bothered me at the start, but I come to terms with it. Let me know down in the comment section below how you feel about this situation. Are you happy enough? Are you annoyed? Maybe you haven't got a few of the figures that are in that 5-pack, and this is a great way for you to get those figures that were really hard to get. Like it says, Sunstreaker was very difficult to get. So until next time, guys, stay awesome.